Hi, my name is Ryan, and welcome to my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Check the links down below. There's all sorts of crazy crap down there. Matter of fact, there's so much stuff down there, I don't even know what's down there. Because I haven't even thought that far ahead. We're just making videos and talking to ourselves. And I decided to make a second decided to make a second video more about Christmas shows. Just because I started looking at it, I was like, man, there's a lot I didn't talk about that should warrant some sort of information upon. So, because one of my favorite ones that I didn't talk about was the George C. Scott, they call it A Christmas Carol with George C. Scott. I remember watching that when I was a kid, and that one really scared the crap out of me. I mean, when I was a little kid, that scared me. Now, by today's standards, I don't think kids are scared of anything much anymore, but when I was a kid, that scared me. It was a really profound movie at the time. It just made you really think about things and being generous and other stuff. And I don't know how much of an impact it had on the world. I mean, there's a lot of greed still out there. Nonetheless, it was a good, entertaining story, and that one with George C. Scott stands out the most to me. Now, I know they've made other Christmas Carol movies, tons of them. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's like a hallmark for every actor. It's like, hey, you're going to either be on The Simpsons and you can make your own Christmas Carol movie. Okay, I think Jim Carrey made one, if I remember correct, or they made him an animated character. So the one with George C. Scott, that's the best one. Go check it out. And then also the Muppets Christmas Carol. Come on. You can't go wrong with the Muppets Christmas Carol. That's a classic. It's genius. Okay, I mean, Muppets Christmas Carol, I mean, come on, it's all right there, all in one place. Just go grab it. It's like you're out in the forest and there's just like a piece of fruit just right there, and you just reach up and grab it. Okay, that's how easy it is to go watch that one. Now, I don't watch that as an adult, but nonetheless, I find it kind of entertaining. Let's see, it's amazing how many shows get categorized as Christmas movies. Like, I'm seeing Batman up here, like Batman Returns. I'm like, yeah, it was during Christmas, but that really had nothing to do with Christmas. Okay, it was just Batman, and they set the scene as Christmas. So I mean, I guess now we're getting the debate. If a Christmas tree is in the scene, does that qualify it as a Christmas show? I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. I'm sure everyone's going to... Why don't y'all go down in the comments and just start arguing with each other? Okay, I want everybody to go down there and just argue about that. All right, that'll be fun, right? Just everybody just... No. I'm not trying to incite a YouTube comment, right? Okay, so be polite and be nice, all right? Okay. Let's see. Let's go some bad ones here. This one could be categorized as a Halloween Christmas show. It's The Nightmare Before Christmas, so it's got the term Christmas in the title. I hope y'all don't categorize my book in the same thing as I'm categorizing this movie. But The Nightmare Before Christmas, that was such a cool idea. I loved it so much. And I remember being at the movie theater. I was there on a date. It was totally legit. I'm like, yeah, this movie's going to be awesome. I was so stoked because I kind of like that weird stuff. And it was great until they started singing. And when they started singing, I was checked out. I don't like singing in movies. Okay, that's not my thing. I'm not against musicals. I mean, I like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. There's other movies that have some singing in them, are kind of fun, but not that. I was there for something, kind of dark and twisted and weird. Not that, okay? I still don't like that show. I don't like all the singing. It's not my thing. Okay, I know a lot of people love it. Tons of people are like, oh, they just, it's their favorite show in the world. Not me, because of the singing. They got rid of the singing. If you just fast forward through the singing, that'd be totally fine with that. Let's see. Here's some ones. I'm just going to put them all in the same category. Just because they're so boring. I was forced to watch these as a kid, and I just couldn't stand it. Let's see. It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, some of you are just going to get crazy on this one. You're going to be like, ooh, you're going to be seething. You want to get down those comments and start fighting. Okay? It's a Wonderful Life. I'm not going to say anything. A Miracle on 34th Street. Oh, my gosh. Like a lawyer drama about Santa Claus, in a parade. That's let's see, The Nutcracker. I know it's a famous play, but being at a opera or wherever they would perform it live, I think that would be fantastic. But on a movie, I got the option to turn it off. I'm turning it off. Okay, now I get the whole myth, and it's very creative and all that kind of stuff. But again, with live actors and you're there watching it take place, that's a lot better. Okay, like live performances, I can cut that. But if it's here at the house, watching, I'm not. It doesn't have as much drama. It's kind of like watching football. You have football when you're watching it at the house. That's one way to watch it. But when you're at the game, and you're there, there's that energy in the crowd. That's the same thing with these live performances. Okay, I love operas. Don't get me wrong. The live performances are full of energy. You got the spirit of the room there with you. But on TV, let's see what else. Oh, there was one that just popped in my head that was great, and it just went away because I was sitting there thinking about operas. Oh my gosh, it was a good one too. It was one that probably everyone. Elf with Will Ferrell. That's a fantastic Christmas show. I actually like that one. I didn't like it the first time I saw it, but the next 20 times I've seen it, it's been pretty good. So Elf with Will Ferrell, that's a great Christmas show. I think that one really captures the spirit. Now, some of you are probably like, oh, they sing in that one at the very end. I was like, okay, but the whole movie's based upon singing, okay? That one, that one's pretty genius. I have to hand it to the people that made that movie. Let's see what else. So I apologize if you were a big fan of those 3 movies I mentioned I didn't like. Okay, it's nothing personal, and hopefully they're still popular after this video. I didn't completely begin their demise on not being considered part of Christmas shows. Let's see, The Polar Express. That one's cool. I like it. I like the story. It's really interesting. I know we could be one of those cringy YouTubers and pick it apart and start being all weird and like, it's like where they find every little error in any type of story and they start just hammering it, which that's not fun to me. Okay, I mean, obviously every story has a hole in it. But anyhow, Polar Express, it's a cool movie. It's a cool concept. Overall, I like it. Even though there is some singing in there with the weird Hot Cocoa song I'm like, that's a really weird scene, I mean, that's just really unusual. And the AI, or not the AI, but the animated graphics that they use for it, like this characters, it's on one of those like major transition points in our animated capabilities with a computer, and you can see that. So it dates really quickly, especially in regard to how fast animation can go and progress. So it's probably going to hold some value over time because of how advanced it was for that particular time. And now people go back and look at it kind of like, as an older example of what animation looked like. And that would probably have a style that would move forward, because like they always talk about the dead eyes in the characters. Well, I mean, it's really hard to get life into the eyes. Okay. And that goes with video game design too. And so when I saw that movie, I saw a lot of what you would see in video games, like in 3-dimensional characters, was just the features and the lack of human expression. But you're right there with the actual movements of the body, but that facial expression, it's kind of hard to capture. And I'm sure by the next 5-10 years, it's going to be, I mean, you won't be able to tell the difference between what's made by the computer and what's real life. Okay. I think it's going to get that advanced that quickly. Anyhow, Polar Express, that's cool. My kids got those bells. Oh my God. The freaking ding, 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 ding. Man, I was like, and they're on like every door, cabinet. I mean, everything's dinging. Let's see, Tim Allen Christmas movies. Those were pretty good. I liked the first 2, and then they got 3, 4. He's got 20 of them or something. I mean, they're just like, they're digging through the dumpster trying to find out who's going to be the new enemy of Santa Claus. I mean, I don't know. There's only so many Santa Claus enemies you can have in a movie. Actually, there's one that they forgot that they could really kick it up if they wanted to. It's Krampus. All right, Krampus. There is a Krampus Christmas movie. That one's just, it's all right. It's good. It's a horror movie. So if you like horror movies, go check it out. There is a Krampus horror movie, and it's Christmas time. I can't remember when it was made. It was like 2015, 2014, somewhere right around there. There's some famous actors in it. I don't know their names because I don't pay attention to that stuff, but I recognize their faces and being in other movies. It was a cool movie. It was kind of spooky. I'll have to give it to the people that made the movie. It was good, but I wouldn't recommend getting your little kids sitting down. It's like, hey, we're gonna watch this Christmas classic. It's called Krampus. All right. Let's see. The Home Alone movies apparently are Christmas movies. I beg to differ. I mean, they put a Christmas tree up, and it always happens in Christmas where the kid gets left at home alone. So it has nothing to do with Christmas. It's about the kid getting abandoned by negligent parents, okay? I mean, these are probably the type of parents that would leave a kid in the backseat of the car, okay? And in the summertime. Like, I've never once forgotten my kids anywhere, okay? Never one time. All right, so I have a hard time relating to that movie. So that's a sensitive spot with me. But nonetheless, those are considered Christmas movies, and I don't consider them Christmas movies, but other people do. So if you like, I guess they're kind of Christmassy. It's at Christmas time, so it captures the Christmas spirit, you know. So we'll agree that those are Christmas movies, all those that I've mentioned above. And then there's the, this one. I found this at a used bookstore for like $1 a long time ago. It's called Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. I don't know anything about this movie. I bought it as a joke, gave it to my mom because it was from like the 60s or something. We watched it, and it was entertaining. It was a stereotypical Christmas movie, but it's about Santa Claus going to Mars and teaching all the Martians about Christmas, and it's a very like G-rated type movie. Okay, so very like predictable, very little kiddish, you know. It's like nice and between the lines type of older Christmas show, and it's just really weird because it's so old, and it's just the way it's made and the storyline, you know, it's like, it's very unusual. Okay, it's just something to check out. It's nothing weird in it. There's nothing in there where you're like, oh, this is so, you know, like conspiratorial, or like they're trying to convey some secret message, or, you know, people dig into older movies looking for some sort of symbolism into things. This is not that movie. Okay, it's just someone making a Christmas movie about Santa Claus going to Mars, teaching Martians about Christmas, and he comes on back home. Okay, that's it. But it's interesting. So I've only seen it a couple times. Twice, because I had to watch it with my mom, and then I had to watch it with my kids because they wanted to see it. So we watched it, and everybody turned it off and was like, oh, okay. All right, those are some more Christmas movies. Let's scroll through the list right here, see if we missed anything. There's tons of like Christmas romance movies and lots of romance at Christmas. I'm of the opinion of, if I was starting to date someone at Christmas, I mean, that's a hard thing to do. It's like, do you give them a Christmas gift, or do they even celebrate Christmas? If they don't celebrate Christmas, you're off the hook. So you don't have to buy any gifts. Okay. But it's like, you know, in that whole, like, especially if you're just starting to date someone, and this isn't a dating channel, but nonetheless, that's a question that's going to arise. Like, do we gift or not gift? Do we talk about beforehand or not? Okay. So it's really hard to say. And I'll let you and whoever figure that out. And I can't think of any other movies up here that bring any old thoughts to mind. Oh, Scrooge with Bill Murray. I never liked that as a kid. That's because I wasn't old enough to mature it, or I wasn't mature enough to understand what's going on in that movie. Now as an adult, I've seen it. It's good. It's a cool movie. It's kind of funny. I mean, if you like Bill Murray, that's definitely one to check out. Yeah, I mean, it's classic Bill Murray. But again, it's not for little kids. They're probably not going to pick up on it too much, just because he's Bill Murray in that one. It's like, which makes me really kind of wonder how he acts in real life. But it's a good movie. I do like Scrooge now as an adult, but as a kid, I did not like it. All right. Anyhow, that's it. We're going to wrap this thing up. That's enough about Christmas shows. I don't think I'll make any other movies about Christmas or YouTube videos about Christmas. So if you like what you see, like, subscribe. Remember, go check out the links down below, and look for the book. It's going to be on Amazon. It's American Christmas Classic, Ride the Bomb to Hell. My name's Ryan, and we'll see you later.